everybody! I wanted to show you a few sketchbook exercises that can help improve your artwork and loosen up your art style. These are simple tricks that can make your artwork look less amateur and help you find a style that you love. In this video, I'm using a heavyweight paper sketchbook, watercolours and acrylics. All the materials that I use are in the description box, and I've also linked the reference photos we'll be using for these exercises. But you can of course use any reference or subject that you like, just apply the same rules that we'll be covering in today's video. The first tip is composition. I'm taking this reference photo and chopping it up in 3 different ways. The aim is to create 4 little paintings that you think could work. This helps decide which composition and angle you would like to work on for a larger painting. This is a really great way to get into the practice of redefining a subject into a more interesting one. Many successful artists use this technique to give unusual angles and structure to their artwork to help the viewer's eye flow through the painting. In this first box, I'm painting the reference photo exactly as I see it, so I'm including the full picture, and then for each of the other 3 boxes, I'm just going to take a small section of that reference photo and just paint that as if it was its own painting. You don't have to draw these boxes like I am. I'm just using this to show you how I've cropped the photo, instead of it looking just like 4 completely different pictures. So I'm just using this for demonstrative purposes, but of course in your own sketchbook you don't have to fill in these areas of nothing. So once you've completed the 4 versions, you'll see it's so much easier to imagine them on a larger painting. And this way you can choose your favourite and turn it into a full painting rather than just a sketch. The panoramic view was my absolute favourite, so now I'm going to create this in a big version. Another way our artwork can look amateurish is if we use all the colours straight from the tube without even mixing them. I have done 2 in-depth colour mixing videos, so I'll link those videos in the description box if you've not already seen them, and you can go check them out if you're fairly new to colour mixing. The aim of this exercise is to paint one with full colour intensity, using the colours as vibrant as possible straight from the pan, and in the other using muted colours to give a greyish moody feel. And this can be achieved by using the opposite colour on the colour wheel. Again, if you're not sure how to do this, I really recommend watching those colour mixing videos linked below. It's really amazing how paintings created with the same photo can look so different. If you're struggling imagining the muted tones, you can easily edit the photo on your computer or tablet to take the saturation down. And this can really help the reference look muted so you have something to refer to for colours. I actually really love the look of the muted painting, and this technique works really well when you use it alongside more intense colours because it helps those vivid colours pop out even more. So I get asked a lot, how do you begin an abstract painting? Well, for a starter, I'm going to be using this reference photo to create 4 mini paintings. A lot of people ask, where do you start with an abstract painting? How do you decide what colours you're going to use? Well, this exercise is super fun and also really challenging, especially if you're used to realistic paintings. First, draw out 4 boxes, and the aim of the first one is to create a fairly realistic painting. There's no need to spend hours on it. With each box, we're going to get a little bit more abstract. So the second box, you want to create a similar painting, but instead of fiddling around with the details, use your brush to block in the main shadows and colours. You can still tell it's flowers, but they're more impressionistic, and this is my absolute favourite type of painting. With the third box, you really don't want to be looking at the reference too much. Just pick out the colour and general area and haphazardly use a large brush to put together the shapes and the brush strokes. This helps objectify the reference as colours and shapes without labelling them as a petal or a leaf. In the fourth, I'm simply using the colours from the reference photo and instead using sweeping brush strokes to create a mini abstract piece. If you've never painted abstract before, I would really recommend doing a page full of these mini abstracts so that you can visualise what will work on a larger scale. I love to use photographs as inspiration for my abstract work, and this is exactly how I use them. Just taking the colours and even basic shapes and blending them with my own imagination to create something completely unique. You can watch me create an abstract painting from start to finish in this video here in the top corner, which I'll also link in the description box. So these are some simple exercises that can have a massive influence in your artwork. Also, I love working in my sketchbook, but sometimes I just don't know what to actually sketch. So if you have some empty pages in your sketchbook, then these are some great ideas to how to get them filled. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear if you found them helpful. I've also made a video with some quick tips how to boost your creativity, so go check that out. It's only 3.5 minutes long and it can really help your artwork. Thanks so much guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!